And what's cracking, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Nvidia, no, I'm kidding, today's Bitcoin analysis video. Unfortunately, for those of you wondering, Krisha, is Sean next to you today? No, he's not. We got a brand new cast iron skillet that just arrived, and he's taken it upon himself to, well, season the skillet for us. So I am very grateful. But hey, I'm here to give you guys today's analysis. I've decided to start off with Nvidia's chart because it is the talk of the town right now, right? This is the shit coin of the week. I'm not a shit coin, but you know what I mean. Like, this was a good 30% move. Nvidia, guys, it gapped up. Let that sink in, just to show you what happened on this freaking chart. And I believe this gapped up in an hour. Let's get on over to the hour chart. And guys, look at this. This was a good 20, 26, 27%. Okay, this was not small. This was not 30% in 3 hours. 30 freaking percent in 3 hours. Okay, now I want you guys to think about the game theory now. What are investors thinking? What are the bears thinking right now? What are the people on the sidelines thinking? People who let go of their positions. And this is what I was talking about, right? In the last video, I told you guys that, hey, fine, you know what? People are bearish, sure, but you're bearish. But what is the cost to benefit analysis there? What is your cost? Okay, your cost is essentially losing your position on the cycle lows, and the benefit is perhaps maybe a 10% to the downside, right? So all of these thoughts now are going through everyone's heads. Think of the bears on this move. Anyone who was leveraged short on this on Nvidia just got wrecked. People sitting on the sidelines on Nvidia are now just like, shit, I'm gonna have to buy in on a 30% pump. Right, so there are all of these thoughts. Now, this is likely going to have a cascade of effects onto the market, and technically, it's getting there. If I take you guys on over to Nasdaq, NDQ, don't worry, we're getting onto Bitcoin in like a minute, but I just want to drive this point in. If you get onto Nasdaq, I'm going to take you guys on over to the weekly time frame. But look at this chart, look at this rally. Right, so now we're beginning to see this ripple effect across the board. The bears are getting antsy, all right? The people sitting on the sidelines are also likely getting antsy, thinking that, hey, this might be their chance to finally get in those positions. And that's why I'm saying don't get too cute in this juncture of the market. Be smart about these things. Okay, which also brings me to my next little tiny housekeeping for the day. Sean has been posting a time analysis, this amazing time analysis that he's been dabbling in on Bitcoin's chart, and he's been posting it specifically on the Seed chat. So for those of you in the Seed program, you're on the Discord chat, go ahead and check it out, because what he has found is freaking amazing. It essentially helps him gauge when the markets are turning on a more intermediate standpoint. When are we getting from a bullish phase to a bearish phase, or from a bearish phase to a bullish phase? Essentially helping us prepare a lot better for what is to come. Because what Bitcoin has been in now let's get on to Bitcoin's chart very quickly. Bitcoin has been consolidating since March 13th, guys. Okay, so it's been almost, March, April, May, we're heading into June. Guys. It's been over 3 months now that we've been consolidating in this range. Okay, so imagine knowing when to expect these ranges in the market. That's essentially what he has found, and he's gone ahead and posted it for all of the seedlings. So for those of you in the Seed program, go ahead and check out what he has posted in the Discord chat. Alina, I'm talking to you. I haven't seen a reaction from you on that post, and I think this one would be right up your alley, so definitely go ahead and check it out. But now with this, guys, notice what's happening on Bitcoin's chart. Yeah, we're seeing this pullback. We're seeing other assets across the board rally to the upside with what happened with the whole Nvidia row. But now with this, guys, notice what's happening on Bitcoin's chart. Just the other day, I had brought up a signature on Bitcoin's chart that only happens once every bull market cycle, every bull market phase. Okay, there's a cycle. The cycle is, let's just draw that out very, very quickly, right? In very layman terms, accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. You guys get the picture. But during this markup phase, there is one signature that only goes off once every cycle. And what was that? That, my friends, was the 2-day golden cross. Right now I already have my 55 EMA and my 200 exponential moving average marked out on my chart right here. With that, let's get on over to the 2-day time frame, because I want to give you guys an update on that golden cross. I'm going to zoom in to this price action because we have a confirmation. fact, yeah, we got a confirmation on this. As you can see here, the golden cross, guys, has happened on Bitcoin's chart. Like, this has gone off. All right, we have 1, 2. Now this is the second 2-day candle with the cross being active. We have the 55 exponential moving average over the 200 exponential moving average, which has now triggered the golden cross on the 2-day time frame. And historically, in the last video, now I'm going to link the last video towards the end card, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. But I essentially went through every cycle on Bitcoin's chart, and we marked out the golden crosses together, right? And I showed you guys how it only happens once every cycle. So now we finally have the 2-day golden cross once again right here. Okay, now with the whole Nvidia row that's going on, with Nasdaq pumping, SPY pumping, everything is like, ticking up ever so slightly. Bitcoin currently is at a very, very important juncture. We finally have the 2-day golden cross that only happens once every cycle. In addition to that, what else were we talking about here on Bitcoin's chart? Well, we were talking about that FVG that was playing out, right? I'm going to take you guys on over to the Mango dashboard. By the way, guys, the Mango dashboard can be found on app.mangoresearch.co. Okay, now we have this new FVG feature that we've introduced not too long ago. The FVGs essentially help us sort of identify the liquidity zones. Where is price likely going to get pulled down to? When this FVG zone was drawn in, you need to understand, this FVG zone was drawn in right here. Okay, as soon as we got into this range of the market, that's when the FVG zone actually got drawn in. Like, imagine price being here, people probably FOMO'd into positions. I was still bullish on this juncture. I was looking for price to actually rally to the upside, right? As some of you guys know, I was looking for at certain patterns that was giving me a hint on a potential rally. But what instead happened was price actually got pulled down to the liquidity zone. That essentially helps us capture those better bid opportunities. Now, we had been holding the zone here at around 26.5K for the longest time, right? This was a 2-week consolidation just on the FVG level. Right now, just the day I did my last video, in fact, a price actually broke down into the FVG zone, tapped the midpoint of the FVG and bounced. But now what I want you guys to notice is, let's get rid of some of these lines. Perfect. Now what I want you guys to notice is how the daily closed now relative to the FVG zone. Yeah, we lost it, got down to the midpoint, bounced right off of it, but now we've closed over the FVG zone once again. So now this reclaim of that FVG resistance at around 26.5K now suddenly has a bullish tilt to it. Had Bitcoin actually broken the midpoint to the downside and we closed underneath that midpoint, that would give me more confidence in price wanting to come down further, likely to the bottom of the FVG zone that came in at around 25.1K. But now, in addition to this, what else were we looking at in terms of Bitcoin support? We were looking at a critical support on the weekly time frame, which was the weekly 200 simple moving average. And there we are. Are we holding the 200 simple moving average still? And yes, we are. The 200, guys, comes in at around 26.2K. We have yet to close a single weekly candle underneath 26.2K. We're still in a very, very status quo situation for Bitcoin. Nothing much has really changed on this chart. That being said, there are a few things that's happening on the lower time frames that I want to draw your attention to here. Okay, these few things might actually allude to the next rally on Bitcoin's chart. Now, the first bullish tilt that I'm seeing on the lower time frames, if I just take you on over to the Mango dashboard, okay, let's go ahead and check out those trends. The 4-hour time frame flipped long 18 hours ago. Okay, volatility sitting at healthy levels, telling me that, okay, if the bulls want to pick this up here, they can. We've yet to see follow through on it still, okay, but I'm looking at a certain pattern play on Bitcoin's chart that could give me a tip on additional follow through from the bulls. Okay, and here's what I'm seeing. And the thing is that what you guys need to notice here is that, like I've been mentioning this, right? Your trends are going to start from your lower time frames and then cascade on over to your higher time frames. We already have a trigger on the 4-hour time frame, a bullish trigger on the 4-hour time frame. Now, what we are looking for is this bullish trigger to then cascade on over to the 12-hour time frame, daily, 2-day, 4-day, so on and so forth. But now here's what I'm seeing in terms of a cascading bullish play on Bitcoin's chart. Okay, for that, let's get on over to, my chart. Okay, so now this is Bitcoin on the 2-day time frame. Just a couple of days ago, I told you guys that, hey, don't jump the gun. And why don't jump the gun? Because we're currently sitting on support. What Bitcoin could end up doing, instead of a breakdown, it could end up playing out this beautiful, beautiful falling channel right, that we have been putting in now, and we've yet to break to the downside. You need to understand the falling channel on a textbook standpoint is a bullish pattern. Okay, what makes the pattern bullish though is the break, because so far we're just seeing a series of lower highs and lower lows. If this breaks to the downside, we know that, okay, this trend likely wants to see continuation to the downside. But did we see a break? No, we did not. We still managed to hold this wick low as the lowest point in that downtrend. Okay, and for as long as we're doing that, this channel holds. Okay, so if we start rallying from here and we break the upper threshold of the pattern to the upside, then I'm saying up we go, all the way back up to 31.2K. All right, but is there a play for price actually rallying from here? And I think that there is. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. Now, of course, this is a potential trade setup. This is not played out just yet. A potential trade setup to watch out for. We know that we're currently up against support. Let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, because I'm noticing a potential trade setup here. And it's going to be very simple. Okay, the trigger to the upside is going to be very, very simple, marked out on our chart right here. But what I'm seeing, guys, is like a minor cup and handle like formation forming here on the 4-hour time frame. If we see playthrough on this, we're likely going to start seeing a cascade on that bullish trend. Because remember, if I take you on over to the dashboard, we have a 4-hour bullish trend. That 4-hour trend could then cascade on over to the 12-hour time frame. Now, for this cup and handle to break to the upside, I'll be looking for price to start living over that 55 exponential moving average, which comes in at around 26.7K. All right, the exact number is $26,793. I'm currently using the Bitstamp chart, but you can go ahead and pull that up on your charts as well. All right, the measured move of this cup and handle like formation would take Bitcoin all the way back up to around 27.8K. But now, what does that really line up with? Where would that really take Bitcoin up to? Well, let's just zoom out, right? Let's zoom out of the picture. I'm going to clear out my chart of anything else that I don't need, including these nasty yellow lines. Give me a second. Okay, one of those yellow lines was a very, very important line, but I'll drive my point in a minute. But if this cup and handle like move actually plays out to the upside, we could see ourselves getting up to the top of that bullish pattern, right? Possibly threatening a break. But more importantly, more than the bullish pattern, you need to understand, guys, we have around 4 days left before this month closes. Okay, 4 days. Guys, 4 days to defend the monthly 21 exponential moving average yet again. Where is the monthly 21 coming in at right now? Well, that's where it's coming in at. All right, so there's a lot sort of lining up here. It's a very, very important next couple of days for Bitcoin. So I'll leave you guys off with this. Do not, under any circumstances, get cute. Okay, don't get cute. Don't jump the gun. Like, you're sitting on macro levels that Bitcoin only gets down to once every cycle. Okay, maybe if you're lucky, it will get down here twice. What are the levels for further downside? Well, today's a Saturday, right? So look towards your weekly 200 simple moving average if you're looking for further downside from Bitcoin. Just zoom in to that whole ribbon. The Mango ribbon, guys, is completely free. Just get into the description, ask me for access, and I will grant you access to this convenience indicator. You get like 7 indicators packed in one. That way you guys don't have to upgrade your TradingView accounts only to get more indicators on your chart. But anywho, what you're looking at here is the 200 simple moving average. I'm going to knock off everything else. That way you just have what's important. Knock off 21, this guy. Cool, there we go. Okay, price breaks the 200 simple moving average to the downside. That's when you can gun for lower prices on Bitcoin. But before then, why jump the gun? Just wait on confirmation. Look at how easy this is. It's too frigging easy. Okay, for further upside, you guys know what to do. We're currently in a squeeze zone for Bitcoin. We have the 10 simple moving average, okay, on the weekly time frame. We also have the 21 on the monthly time frame. The 10 simple moving average, guys, comes in at around $28,000. This technically, I'm sure it's going to line up. Yeah, where we go. I don't even need to freaking draw that out for you. Okay, that 10 simple moving average lines up with the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame. In addition to that, guys, it lines up with that whole top threshold of the bullish pattern that we're looking at, right? That entire juncture breaks. We are heading up. We're going up, guys, from there. Okay, what's the next target to the upside? 31K going all the way up to 32.5K. Keep it simple. We're currently in a squeeze zone. Don't freaking get cute here. So now this is all I have for you for this weekend. For those of you in the seed program, you got some amazing content that's been published. Go ahead and give it a watch. As well as don't forget to check out the Discord chat on what Sean posted on the whole time analysis for Bitcoin. That's really going to give you some additional insight into how to play this next upcoming cycle. Cool beans, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, and I will see you in the next update. Hopefully, I will have Sean right next to me, and he's not busy seasoning our skillet or working out or something like that. But anywho, with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.